Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the Bullion News of the Week. Let's get started. Okay, starting off with silver spot price. Silver closed the week at 30.59, almost 30.60, having, just pretty much flat on the week, maybe a little bit higher. In the futures market, which is the price of silver in the future, about a month out, that closed the week at 31.04. It's often the futures market that drives the movement of silver up or down when the chart breaks. 31 is considered to be support at the moment. So as I've told you before, I was sitting last week out because the rhetoric kept changing, and I felt it was going to be a volatile week, and it was. It was up, it was down, and then right back to where we started. Let's see, let's go back to the 19th here. I don't have the 19th on here, but we may be just a little bit higher on the week. Let's see. No, actually right about the same. And that is in the futures market. In the spot market, we were actually from the 19th on, we are actually up in the spot market. And I've mentioned before, there has been a premium in the futures market of as much as $1 over the past few days. That looks like that is decreasing at the moment. Let's not leave out gold, and gold had an excellent week. Here we go, gold up and this is Kitco Spot, 2,706 to 2,770. And that is a remarkable move on the week. Let's get a longer chart and see where gold sits. Here we go. Let's get a daily chart and look at that movement. And the all-time, or the recent high in gold, trying to find this here, it's kind of small. The close of 27.36, and we are currently at 27.61. Let's get a longer chart. Yeah, we are busting up right on all-time highs here. We had a high of 27.90. Looks like that was back, oh boy, October 31st. We are currently at 27.70, so about $20 away from the all-time high. And if we bust that to the upside, definitely we could be moving on to 3,000. Interesting that the stories of the week did not hurt gold. We had the Gaza ceasefire. Okay, so what's going on over there? Looks like a complete end to the Israeli conflict, and that has not hurt gold at all. Let's see, a complete ceasefire. Hamas will release a total of 33 hostages. Israel will release 1,900 Palestinian prisoners. Israel forces will leave populated areas. Displaced Palestinian civilians will be allowed to return home to their neighborhoods. So end of conflict didn't hurt gold, so we will, and that's a good thing for the world, but no damage to gold right there, so I think that is interesting. Okay, and now let's talk about the Trump tariffs. Trump tariffs have been moving the spot markets, at least on the silver side for sure, and he zeroed in on Canada and Mexico. He is talking about 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico, which I think are going to take effect February 1st. I don't think that will, yeah, right here, February 1st. I don't really think that will happen, but that will definitely have a major impact on both of our trading partners, and a good deal of silver comes from Mexico, okay? So I don't think that will happen, but he is definitely making his presence, Donald Trump is making his presence felt. Let's see, I want to look here at this article from Tax Foundation, the economic effects of imposed tariffs. Let's see. Okay, tariffs raise prices and reduce economic growth. Economists generally agree free trade increases the level of economic output and income, while conversely, trade barriers reduce economic output and income. Historical evidence shows tariffs raise prices and reduce available quantities of goods and services for U.S. businesses and consumers, resulting in lower income, reduced employment, and lower economic output. Now, this could be a good thing for American jobs. I'm not saying it won't be, but looks like tariffs are going to be inflationary. Okay, let's keep moving here. Yeah, here it is, the summary from LPL Financial. In general, a tax from tariffs, and tariffs are a tax, or any other policy creates a deadweight loss to the economy. Businesses and consumers feel the impact. Employment typically shrinks, and our foreign trading partners often retaliate. They retaliate by weakening their currency, generally. Among the other possible positive impacts, these type of trade actions are negotiating opportunities and shifts towards domestic production, and maybe some humanitarian improvements. Maybe trade threats could punish foreign businesses who exploit their workers. As it relates to investment outlook, markets are right to have caution as we enter 2025. There are economic headwinds, but so far a stable consumer, looser Fed policy, and businesses planning to ramp up capital expenditures may keep supporting this market. Caveat emptor. Okay, so there you go. So tariffs are possibly a way to bring jobs back to America, along with the 15% federal tax rate that Trump is proposing. But also they are inflationary. Okay, the inflationary theme is going to keep growing here. Let's keep going to the next story. So we talked about the $500 billion investment in artificial intelligence, and I think that is going to happen, whether that be government or private investment. And, a lot of silver is used in computer electronics. And in 2023, the Silver Institute said industrial silver demand rose by 11%, a record high. Okay, demand for industrial silver. That is the theme that you've been hearing on my channel, that it is not the retail investor that's buying silver, it is industrial demand. And there are a couple articles I'll show you in a minute. According to the Silver Institute, this was mainly due to a 20% significant growth in electronics and electrical demand for green economy like solar panels in the photovoltaic sector. However, what I want to draw your attention to is a $500 billion investment in supercomputers. Okay, supercomputers. Now, here are what the silver content, according to the Silver Institute, I believe, of what are in common products. A smartphone has about 1/3 of an ounce. Let's go over to another big one. A circuit breaker has nearly an ounce of silver in it. Okay, a laptop has an ounce of silver in it. Solar panels can have, this is per metric, squared metric or something. Anyway, there's a lot of silver in solar panels. Solar panel usage, especially in the third world, is increasing dramatically because it's a cheap source of energy. But supercomputers, circuit boards, etc., are also going to increase the use of silver and copper. This is what's happening in industry, and this is why you will see stories about the COMEX and the LBMA being lower on their silver in stock. Okay, I'm not going to get deep into that, but the investment in supercomputers is definitely going to be a drain on silver. Will the U.S. do anything about it? Will they designate silver as a critical commodity? They have not done so yet, although copper is a strategic commodity, but silver has not been so designated. And my belief is that the people that manipulate these prices in the silver market with silver futures will allow the price to float higher. I'm expecting 36 to 38 by the end of the year. All right, let's take a look at the dollar, and dollar has also been moving around as a result mostly of tariff talks. High tariffs tend to raise the price of the dollar. Low tariffs or the reduction of proposed tariffs tend to decrease the price of the dollar, and our government would definitely like a lower dollar to stay more competitive. Lower dollars usually also mean a lower 10-year rate. 10-year rate right now is at 4.617. The other thing that was interesting, and you can see on the long-term chart going back to 1981, we were in a down market for rates for 40 years, and now we have gone back up. Now, will rates go higher? A lot of people think they will go higher because of all of the inflationary proposals. Lots of great stimulative proposals from Trump, but they are not funded, okay? They are not funded. The continuation of the tax, the Trump tax cuts is a good thing for the economy, so there won't be a shock from increased taxes, but lowering the federal tax rate to 15% for domestic production is unfunded. Now, the tariffs will not nearly be as high, in my opinion, as he's proposing, because they are contractionary in nature, and they're going to do damage to the economy, and they are inflationary in nature. So really, a lot of what he's proposing is unfunded. That is going to lead to printing, okay? And Trump has mandated that interest rates come down, but he does not have control over the long end. He only has control over the short end and some influence with the Federal Reserve. If the Federal Reserve continues dropping rates, that'll be good for the Treasury because our debt burden will not be as high. And what are we now, short $2 trillion a year or something with our deficit? But lower short rates will potentially raise long rates because the bond market will feel that inflation is not being capped sufficiently. And did you know that our long rate, I believe, is higher than other countries? Check this out. Let's just check out Greece. Long bond rates in Greece. Okay, the Greek 10-year, one of the most underfunded economies in the world, is 3.44. What are long rates in Germany? 10-year bond rates in Germany. 10-year bond rates in Germany are 2.54. Let's check Italy. 10-year bond rate in Italy. 3.65. Okay, and these are all somewhat failing economies at the moment. 10-year bond rate in England, 4.64. So we had to look far and wide to find any country that had a 10-year bond rate as high as ours. That shows you that we are illiquid as a country. We have an ongoing substantial deficit, and just cutting taxes is not going to bring these long rates down. I'd be very, very concerned if I had long bonds in my portfolio. Although, a 5% rate is, you could retire on that, but what if that rate goes back to 7? Okay, here's the other thing I want to show you. I'm going to get off the economic and the political news. And I'm over at Summit Metals, and I can't show you my account here, but Summit Metals, who I did a great interview with the other day, has got a new customer deal that appears to be unlimited. You type in the code, you get these 5-ounce generic silver starter pack. You type in the code, discount code, new customer, and here they have allowed me to purchase $15,000 worth of metals at spot. Because I am a new customer there. I have not purchased from them before. Check that out if you want to see, if you're looking for silver at spot, and they could cancel the order, I'm not sure, but looks like this new customer deal is still in full force. Okay, and then over to the articles of the week. These are the two that I've drawn your attention to before. Silver imbalance will lead to higher prices. This is talking about silver in the industrial sector. They're predicting a 14% gain in silver. This tweet from the CEO of Scottsdale is talking about a backup in refineries. So much silver is coming out of private hands and moving to LCSs, and they are selling that to the refinery. He says there's a backlog of 3 months at the refinery to process all the silver that is needed to go into industry. Is that true or not? I don't know. Click this link and maybe you can check the comments on that. But it is very consistent with what is moving the market. What is moving the market is not retail demand, it is industrial demand, and it's only growing, gonna grow more, and I believe that inflation is gonna come back, okay? At least until such time as we clock a recession, and who knows when that will happen. Okay, the next thing we want to look at is Costco, and you can click this link on my website, bestsilvergolddeals.com, for the Costco page, and this is really neat. We got a Costco page with everything up, and here are some of the products. We've got a Gold Eagle for $28.69. If you have the Executive Club membership and a 2% rebate credit card, you could get about $120 off of that. Let's see, 4%. Well, let's do the math. 28.69. 28.69 times 0.96. If you have both those things, and you'll be $27.54 out the door for a Gold Eagle, and that is while gold is at $27.70. Okay, so that is Costco, and a pretty good deal right there. The better deal, actually, in my opinion, are the generic bars, and I would pick up this Rand bar immediately if you're looking for gold. We are at a high here, so no telling what will happen next week. I will be, hopefully buying again next week after all this gyration is out of the market. I think things are calming down a bit, but you can pick up this gold bar for so much under spot you could actually arbitrage it to a dealer or an LCS. Silver Eagles are 35.50, about 34.50, 34.25 out the door. We have found much better deals on my website. Just click the links on the website if you'd like to see all the deals, especially on the eBay page. Which is first we do the dealers, then we do Costco, and then we get on to eBay, and you can easily find a deal over on eBay for BU Eagles, Flawless Eagles, $635. That may or may not be in stock. Let's see. I won't take much time here. Oh, he's got $24 shipping, so let's skip this bozo and go back to a big dealer. Here we go, Bullion.com. They've got Eagles at 34 a coin, about 33 out the door is going to beat most every price, and that's a good dealer with. If you have a 3% credit card, and I recommend, well, they're on my website. Check the credit cards I recommend on my website to get 3% off. Okay, so yeah, you can get Eagles cheaper on eBay this morning. Let's keep going here. So what else do we want to talk about? We went through Costco, and we did the articles we talked about. At APMEX, they have still got the Black Flag silver coin, very popular series, 49 silver, Perth Mint, 15,000 of these, making it a very nice collectible series. You'll have to pay $40 for one of these, but for you flippers, stackers, stack collectors, that has been a great offering from APMEX. And they're not selling very fast. Okay, that shows the retail investor is broke and is really not buying. So this would be the kind of thing you'd put away for a year and hope it appreciates over time. Want to follow up with my safe deposit box article, and a lot of great feedback on whether or not you should throw your gold and important papers into a safe deposit box. Some people are saying your attorneys and whatnot will have copies of all of your important documents, your life insurance, etc. But I still think that it would be very worthwhile to put everything in a safe deposit box that your heirs may need. A, your important papers, you know, exactly where your investments are, for whoever is the executor of your estate, your passwords, etc. Also, your life insurance policy, your instructions, your will, etc. And then whatever gold you want to throw in there. It would not be practical to store silver in a safe deposit box. You obviously could put valuable numismatics in there as well, or valuable currency or other certificates in there as well. One person said their bank will not allow them to put gold in a safe deposit box, and that may pertain to your individual bank, but the Google machine says, yeah, that's a good place to put gold. Now, the downside, the other upside is rarely will your box be rifled through by the government. Contrary to one post that I saw, Dodd-Frank does not allow for confiscation of safe deposit boxes if there is a bank bail-in, and that has been tested in the courts, but check that research yourself if you don't want to believe that. And also another person said that they had their safe deposit box robbed, and I think that is a significant risk that we really didn't cover. It could be robbed by bank employees. Another risk is that in an SHTF, then obviously you wouldn't be able to get to your gold. So I wouldn't put everything in there, but it might be an important way to diversify and reduce the risk of fires or robbery, etc. And finally, I still think you ought to put your treasure map in there because your heirs need to know where you have hid your silver and gold. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. Hope you enjoyed the Bullion News of the Week. Let me know your comments on any of these articles, and you can give me a thumbs up if you like what I did here. Subscribe if you want to see more, most notably the best deals anywhere on the internet. Every day of the week that silver is trading, and you can subscribe to the website bestsilvergolddeals.com as well. I was going to go through the bullion dealers on YouTube that I recommend, but I think I will leave that for you to do, and those links are down here on the website. All three of these coin shops which sell through YouTube have deals most every day, and we'll find them in 1 minute here. Getting there. Just 1 second. Former picks of the day, etc. if you want to look at cool coins from the past. And here we go. Here are the three coin shops if you're new to my channel. Vermilion Enterprises, Minot Coin and Bullion, and Coin Huskers. Go into their social page and you will probably be able to find their price list for buy and sell. Some of these places are very, very optimal ways to sell your silver and or gold, and others are optimal places to buy things like junk silver, very low prices, or generic bars, etc. So check all three of those if you haven't done so already. And thank you for supporting my work any way you want to support it. I do appreciate that. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning with the best silver gold deals. Bye, guys.